Hey guys, what's up? GP here. So this is the first, and I hope many painting tutorials. If you watch any of my Mortal Realms videos, I've never showed me doing the painting before, but this is a bit different. So it's not Warhammer, it's actually a mini from Marvel Crisis Protocol. It's a tabletop game. So I ordered this off eBay, and it is Crossbones. It costs us about £8, but some of them are pretty pricey. So that's just for one mini, as you can see there on the sprue, and comes with a decorative base and the card that you need to actually play them in the game. So yeah, with that said, hopefully I'll learn how to do this properly, because obviously being the first time, all should go well. So with that said, I'm going to get this off the sprue, clean up all the edges, all the mold lines, and get him on his base ready to paint. So we're going to put together, and there he is off his sprue. There's quite a bit of detail on that. This is one of the easiest minis I've ever put together, by the way. It was simple, and this didn't come with instructions. Games Workshop stuff does come with a lot of instructions. For the colour, I'm thinking we're just going to go off the card. So it's basically black, his t-shirt, trousers, like a green, and then silver knee pads on his gloves, and brown for the pouches. His actual tactical vest, may do it as a very dark grey or a blue black. Blue black might be better, because we're going to use grey to do the highlighting on the black. No, we can just do black. Yeah, we'll just do black and then grey highlights. And obviously his face is white. Now if I do the comic book way, the white stripe goes right around his head, over across the top, sorry. On the card it doesn't show that. Well, yeah, we might do that. We'll see how it goes, see where things go. So anyway, the base colour, we're going to go with a Baden Black from Citadel, and I'll just use a large base brush, because obviously the whole model's going to get basted black. The base itself, I'll use Mechanica Standard Grey for that. Yeah, so I'll get the base coat on this, and then we'll see where we go from there. Like I said, we're starting with a Baden Black, and we're just going to base coat it all. I do use a wet palette when I'm painting, and after this first coat we'll put on a second coat, because it does take two coats to properly cover. Like I say, with the bigger base brush, we'll get the job done twice as fast. So here we are, all primed and ready. Let's just zoom out a little bit there. Zoom out. Yeah. Right, that's 2 coats of a Baden Black on. Now we're going to go with Mechanica Standard Grey for the base. And yet again, I'll be using a large base brush. Don't worry about getting any on the boots, as we'll be going over this later. Because we already put black down there, just do 1 coat. We'll be using other colours on this again later. And that's that one, doing that again. Now we're going to be using rat calf flesh. There we go. Still trying to get used to all this. For the fleshy bits and the wraps on his arm there. Just there. So it'll be the arms and the neck and the two, there we go, the two eyes holes. You will need to do 2 coats of this just to get over all that black. So now we've got the flesh coat on, we're going to apply the white. We're just going to put that on the front of the face, over the top of the head, and on the wraps that are around this arm. So for that we're using a Corex white, that's a base colour. It's just a bit of an off-white. We'll start with the wraps. Don't worry too much if you go over on anything like the flesh or the gloves, because you can always go back over them before you put the shading on. So now we've got the white on the face and that wrap, we're going to start on the t-shirt and trousers. I'm going to use a Lauren Forest Green. There we go. That should give it the right colour that I've seen on the card. There we go. You're picking bits between the body armour. Then around there. This is quite a bit of the trousers to do. So I'll give this 2 thin coats. Right, so with the t-shirt and the trousers done, and the green, it's had 2 coats over it. It's looking pretty good. Like I said before, don't worry about if you get anything anywhere. We're going to tidy it up later. Now we're just going to go over all the clasps, some metal bits like the shin pads on the front of the fist with mechanical standard grey, same colour as we've got on the base, ready for the silver later on. Right, so we've got all the mechanical standard grey on where the metallics are going to go. Now we're just going to go in with dried bark, brown. Do some of the pouches, the knife handle, the gun holster, and all the strapping. And these boots, we'll do the boots brown. After that I'm going to go around and I'm going to tidy everything up, ready for the shade. So once all that's done, yeah, nearly there. I've also done these little studs on the back. Yeah, this is going to be the longest bit, the straps. So now we're moving on to mechanics, and for this we're going to be using Stormhorse Silver. And like I said before, it's wherever I put them is the grey, that's going to be metallics. So yeah, we'll get that done, and then we'll be ready for shading. Also be putting it on this bit of the base, because it is metal, and then that's going to be stone, so we'll come back to that. So as you can see now, we've tidied everything up and we are ready to do some shading. Now on the skin we're going to use Raglan Fresh Shade, which is pretty standard. On the metallics, the black, the brown and the green, I'm going to use Nun Oil. I was going to use this one for the green because this is a green shade, but I think the Nun Oil will work just as well. If not, I'll switch it over to this. Yeah, and we'll see what it's like once it's all shaded. Right guys, so we've got them all shaded up now. So as you can see, it's all getting a bit more defined. What we're going to do now is go over all the same colours again, and pick out all the high points and give it a bit more definition. When it comes to highlighting the black, I'm going to do a mix of 2 parts mechanically standard grey and 1 part Abaddon black. I'm going to try and do some rust effects on the metal bit here, then a dry brush, a Corex white on the paving, and we shall see how that goes. Oh, and the eyes, the most dreaded bit of all, doing the eyes, which I might do first. Not dirty as I thought it would look. Yeah, we'll go with that. Right, so now for the highlighting, and we'll be back in a second. Okay, so we've added all the highlights in. Oh, the eyes don't look too bad now. So for our last highlights, I'm going to be using on the white scar, which is a bit of a brighter white, just for the most top bit, and Bane Blade Brown, just to give the brown a bit more extra highlight. And then I'm going to try and see if we can do a rust effect with this on the metal. We'll try it, that's all we can do. We might have to mix it with something, not sure yet. But as always, we'll try the white scar first. And we'll not be adding much, just right at the top. We get the most highlight. And on the face, do the brow. On the cheeks. On the nose. The chin. Next, we're going to do the brown. just looking for that. And with all that done, we are done. So yeah, I used a towel light ochre for some rust effects mixed with a bit of brown. Just give that a little bit of mucky appearance, especially on the stone, because you know stone's not one colour. Brighten up the face a bit, extra highlight. Yeah, the brown, I went back over, wet blended it in some places and gives it a bit extra. So yeah, I'll take some more close-up shots. Oh yeah, I've just got to paint the base brown, black, sorry, around the edge just to tidy it up. Then we're going to call it done. So yeah, if you like this and you want to see more, just let me know in the comments. Don't forget to give a thumbs up and a subscribe, and I shall see you all later.